Whoa, and welcome to the stream. We are actually finishing up Turnabout Big Top today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the clowns, because we are wrapping it up no matter what it takes. Wait, did I send it? Yes, I did. Awesome. Okay, cool. No, I just wanted to make sure that we're good. So, we are gonna go ahead and get started. I keep forgetting. Capcom really need to get this shit, like, updated. Like, this is ridiculous. Here we go. Yes. We are investigating. Alright, Maya, talk to me. What you thinking? Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep. Magic tricks are, by their very definition, tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. Oh, that one. I think I don't know how they do it, but I know exactly which one she's talking about. I see you're a woman of culture, Maya. That's what Phoenix is thinking. First, she put her right hand next to her thumb, next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? What was it, kind of like this? What? Wow, how'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like the flying away from the scene of a murder. No, we just started. Ash. You're good. You are valid. Make sure this is updated. Okay, we are good. So yeah, you're good. We are good. You take all the fun out of the magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Which is kind of true. Like, that's the whole point of it. It's like, wow, they really did that, huh? Although it is fun to kind of learn the behind the scenes of it. I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. So the last time, let me give a quick recap. So last time, we figured out that Maximilian Galactica is not only a country bumpkin, but he wants to marry a fucking 16-year-old because he's a freak. And a fucking puppet wants to marry a 16-year-old as well. Which, yikes. But a point being, we are guessing, trying to see if Max really did fly away from the scene of the crime. Did he or did he not? We tried to get testimony from this clown, like he's literally a clown. And the one named after the Three Stooges. So like, yeah, we're gonna try to figure out how we're gonna get our client off the hook, at least for this crime. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that he saw it. That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. It would have been more than enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that. Max. You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Well, do you have any ideas? Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trillo, Mo, they all have nothing nice to say. Well, to be fair, he did basically assaulted Ben. But on the other hand, No, there's no other hand. He assaulted Ben. But also, everybody in... They're literally a circus full of freaks. Like, wow. And Mo, he may be the only one who actually doesn't, like, see, what's her name? Regina. It seems that Mo is the only one who sees Regina as the child that she is. That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him. He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. But what? But that doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. No, I do agree with that, Maya. And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume, but Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, let's go talk to Max, actually. Because I feel like he needs to give more, words. Oh, my sweeties. Also, hello, welcome to the stream. If you are new, my name is Lily, and we are streaming Justice for All. We are wrapping up the rest of Turnabout Big Top. So, if you are new here, feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. Feel free to chat. Feel free to follow. Feel free to do all that fun stuff. But most importantly, feel free to get comfortable and enjoy my silly voice acting, which I forgot to update on the thing again. I always forget to do that. Hold on. Let me do that. There he goes. Also, it's April Fool's Day, but don't worry. I'm not going to do anything like no jokes here or anything like that because I'm best. I don't have a good one, and I always forget that it's April Fool's Day when it is April Fool's Day. So, like, yeah, just sit back and enjoy. You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? You're Larry's #1 fan. Ha 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 ha! Very funny, Ash. You know what? You know what? I'm Shinji's biggest fan. April Fools. We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. Didn't somebody do that like in the early 2000s or something? Like Chris Angel or one of those like edgy ass magicians? Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely been an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. I like that Phoenix is just like, I just don't give a shit. Like, I'm just gonna get you off, get my check, and go. Honestly, same. He's a freak, after all. That's what I was thinking. But the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractional obligation. That's show business. Uh-huh. Indeed. Alright, next. Well, we still need to talk to you about, like, a ton of shit. So, first of all, let's get you talking about the night of the murder. Let's get more information about that. The night of the crime. You didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Max! Do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. Huh. So it's definitely a lot more complicated than anticipated. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous! A great joke! A great April Fool's joke, Maya! No, I'm kidding. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utter devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't get along with, like, the people you work with, you know? It's just, like, a not ass thing to do. Like, it's just common sense. Like, you wouldn't, like, do that at, like, your fucking, you know, you wouldn't do that at a retail job. You wouldn't do that anywhere. So what makes it so special? Just because you're, like, a fucking star? What the fuck, Max? I'm gonna smack him upside the head for that. Oh my. My sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest, though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I could tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. Wait, what is that bust? Is that him? Did they really make a bust out of him? That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then. I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. Max, pull your pants up, right? I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Damn, Petey. He's like... Yeah, no, he's right though. He's right. He should say it. Alright. Okay, so I guess that's about... Yeah, that's about all we can talk to him about, so I guess we don't have any other choice but to go to the circus, because that's where all the other fucking clowns are. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Wait. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. I can't do it. Obviously, I need two different voices, so I'm doing the best I can here. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trillo, this isn't going to work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you gonna do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training? Whoa. Yes, Trill wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we were trying to sing it around for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible! See? See? Even they are surprised by the idea. I told ya! They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now that I got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. I don't like them. Yeah, the puppet punches the fuck out of him. Keep that shit. Yeah, right? Right, Ash? Also, hello, Megabillion. How you been doing? I know that you've already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was that old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. You and the Tingle. I was hoping I can ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? Ha! You haven't gotten a clue about these things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. That's not the kind of torture you want. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red that she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. F in the chat for Maya. So, how's this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. Yes, Red Maya. We're gonna take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not gonna take on the world just because of that jerk that Zoink said we should. That jerk? Max Galactica. Performer should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Cello, you seem to really be fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. Mark my words. I, Triloquist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, row, row your boat will be the key to glorious victory. Damn, now we know how Pee Wee Herman really feels. Yeah, right? Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this too. Yeah, we're just gonna leave them alone because there's nothing else we can really talk to them about. So let's go to the lodging house. We just gotta investigate this area, you know? Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Payment raised for Gumshoe and Gumshoe only. Franziska really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not going to get me back. You're not going to get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? That's his boss. Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, 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 don't show up. Looks like she wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room, behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Okay. But Franziska Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up to her and check it out. Okay. I don't think we can go. Yeah, I don't think we can go. Let's go to Mo's room. Maybe we can go in here. Hello? Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Aha, 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 ha, 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 ha. What do you think he is laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. He must really love his work. Alright, well, there's really not much we can do. What? He has a banana peel in his room! No! Okay, well, Gumshoe is vibing. Let's go to the big top. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? Well, you saw the tiger, Maya? No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Okay, whatever, Feeny. I don't think there's anything we need in the Ringmaster's room. Right! Welcome to this wonderful and fabulous! The fabulous, the cafeteria! Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is! Riddle time! Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Oh no, he's about to be racist, y'all! Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Bzz, wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie? I got it. Okay, what's your answer? Because they're in the cafeteria. That doesn't really work as a pun. Exactly! It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. Well, it's at least it's not racist, so I don't get it either. His shtick is to be a very unfunny clown. Yeah, I don't get it either. cafeteria. But like I said, I was worried that Mo was going to be racist here. I did it! But what's going on? He's being too nice. Oh shit! Thank you so much for the raid! Omni? Oh my god! Thank you so much! Okay. Hello, every noon, yeah. Tingle raid is the tingle raid! Spam them tingles, or spam them... Or spam Matochamp too! Spam Matochamp if you're able. We are playing Justice for All, so if you are not familiar with this, you should definitely want to stay out of this. But until then, hello, my name is Lily, and I am a variety streamer. We're playing Justice for All, and I'm just having a good time. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Asterix. Yay! More followers! I get 5 more. Hopefully we can make it to the big 100 followers. But first, let's talk to this clown about today's trial. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me? I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. You're in a court of law! For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash watermelons. What's his name? Gallagher? Is that his name? Gallagher? What's that guy's name? The one that smashes the watermelons IRL. Like, I know there's a comedian that does that. I just don't remember his name. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You're in a court of law. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly. How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Me when nobody laughs at my jokes on Twitter. Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? Oh, it's Gallagher? See, that's what I thought. He's fucking Gallagher now. I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just flew through the air? It wasn't exactly flying per se. It was more like floating. Too bad he ain't funny. Well, I'm sure the jokes, like the actual comedian's funny, but this clown, he's what the kids call a boomer. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a sidewalk. He must be telling the truth. Well, maybe he can. Why does this clown even have a job? Because their ringleader was so nice. Like I think he said earlier in the game or in the episode, I should say, that he used to be funny, but because he's old and a boomer, you know, young kids and their internet, they got better jokes. So I want him to know. I want to ask about this. Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too? Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around! Did he just slut shame Max? Oh yeah! He didn't just show me this picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. He's sleeping with people now? Yeah, he's slut-shaming Max. It's in the picture, I think. His titties. He's talking about his titties. No, he's talking about this. He's a boomer after all. Or Mo's a boomer after all. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship him every day. He made us bow to his greatness. Clowning around them titties. Exactly, Megabillion. Also, feel free to chat. Don't be shy. Say hello. Say your hellos. putting their sassy comment. This is a safe zone, mostly judgment free. Just don't go crazy. Just follow the rules and you're good. He's got a big bust. Oh God, please. Oh God, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. God, God, don't do it. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. You're judging this clown. Okay, that's fair. You can judge the characters in the game because I think like half of this circus so far wants to marry a 16-year-old. Like, check this shit out, Mega Billion. Check this shit out. So, this girl is 16 years old, but this fucker want to marry her, and he's 31. Phoenix, he just went through a breakup. No, Phoenix is an ass man. That's what he is. That's why he said that he's not into that sort of thing, because he just admitted he's an ass man. And we all know Edward don't have no titties. Anyways, this ventriloquist is 31 years old. Max is 21 years old. They want to marry a 16-year-old? And Max, even worse yet, Max was going through her dad before he died, asking for her hand in marriage. Like, what kind of fuckery? I'm gonna go beat their ass. Anyways, what does clown say? Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. No, the clown doesn't want her. Like, he actually sees her as the child that she is. Thank fucking Christ. I don't think I can handle it. Actually, let me see how old he is. I'm curious. 46? He's a Gen X! He's a Gen X! Oh my god, it makes so much more sense now. Why he's so extra lame. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bus disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. No, they have to take responsibility too, eventually. I love my Gen X. Y'all are the backbones for us millennials. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not the one paying for it. Damn, Phoenix. Aww. Okay, so Max G bust. Is there anything else that's changed about this place besides the fact that it's fucking messy? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he is setting up a bad joke. No, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet mode is a good mode in my book. Phoenix knows his priorities. Yes, he does. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there's this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us! Oh god, don't. Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board. Oh god. This piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." Hello? Murderer? Yep, that's what it says. But the rest of it has been ripped off. Ooh. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Yeah, that's pretty fucking important. Nick, I think we'd better follow up on this important lead. Yeah, we probably should. Actually, you know who might know about this? Maybe Max. Maybe he's being framed. Well, obviously he's framed. Why else are we doing this? But I guess what I mean is like, shit. Maybe, I don't know. Did he write it? Did somebody write it? Who? I mean, well, obviously someone wrote it, but who wrote it? And why? Why would they do such a thing? Drama in the circus? Who would have guessed? Also, hello, if you are new to the stream, my name is Lily. We are playing the rest of the big, or turnabout, very big circus. Sit tight, enjoy my voice acting, and have a good time. Feel free to chat, feel free to follow, feel free to subscribe, all that fun stuff. The more subscribers I get, the more emotes I get. And I really want to use quite a few. I want to get pearls. If you get the next emote is Dionysus, is Pearly holding a gut, and we all want this. Trust me, you want this. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder. It was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Pearl holding a gun. Yes, good. It is the best. And you should absolutely subscribe if you haven't already. Your heart skipped a beat? Hello? Did While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned it to an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Huh? Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. Damn it, Max! Or try to save your ass. What the fuck? Oh, I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Hello? This isn't the time for games, Max. What the fuck? Oh my god, this clown. Truly, what a fucking clown. So we gotta go back to the ringmaster's room then. Oops, that's not what I wanted. We are going to this room. Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been where the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Well, I want to know what the heck is going on. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet it's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece. Quick, get the tape. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Hello? Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m.? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. He said, murderer, here's your call-out post. Okay, so fuck. Shit. Okay, so we don't need to. We got drama going on. We gotta go to the murderer. I hardly know her. Boo. What are you trying your best to be a clown, Ash? Oh, there's Gumshoe again. Hello, Gumshoe. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job, as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. But with Miss Von Karma... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hello? Nick, what is that? That beeping sound. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? This isn't the 90s anymore, Feeny. If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick. See ya, pal. Bye, Gumshoe. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Don't do this, Feeny. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting us. Uh-oh. Ow! As biting as lashes from a whip. There's your queen, Ash. Von Karma! She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it? Mr. Phoenix Wright. Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day. The day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? Ha 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 ha. National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. Get his ass. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Okay, Von Karma. What do you got for us? Miss Von Karma. It appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? Ha! I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness. You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try to find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful full of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Francisca is affectionately known as Franny in the fandom. She's like, really, fuck my dad. I want to see Edgeworth, and you are his boyfriend. I must use you to summon him. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Who else? Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. But aren't you younger? Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he is gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah, because after all, he gave him unnecessary feelings after all. I. Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then, with the case after that one, he never set foot onto court again. Yeah, exactly. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. You know, I really hope that was just him being dramatic. Like, what the fuck? See, when I first played this, I was like really like shocked. I was like, what? What? He died? I don't know, man. I don't know. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again. Okay? Nick? Miss von Karma? What? I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick? Let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Yeah, he's just a little dramatic, but that's how Feeny is. Hello? Look at the birds. It's birds! You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes, pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. I know. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro. How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'll definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of this circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Ooh, boy. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then, one night, they decided to run away from it all. Without me. Oh, also, hello, welcome to the stream. My name is Lily, and we are playing the rest of the case in Turnabout Big Top. Feel free to sit back, relax, enjoy my voice acting. Feel free to chat, and feel free to follow and subscribe. The more followers and subscribers we have, the more likely you'll see some emotes and all that fun stuff, and we'll have fun events. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. I'm not over the fact that this man really gave his performers his own fucking money when they were struggling. Like, holy shit. Like, You find an employer like that, you stick with them. Or at least, like, you know, stick with them. Or at least, like, stay in contact with them. But that's a friend for life, my dears. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Well, he did kind of shielded her and sheltered Regina to a point that she doesn't quite understand a lot of concepts. Like, older men tried to marry her, for example. Like, he definitely failed her on that. Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? Hello? I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? Maya! The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatic session, right? Hello? I will say Acro has some pretty small titties for a fit guy, but I'm just saying. Cyclops! It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? What in the world went on in this circus then? So what happened? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. You went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course, I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it. When I saw what I saw... What did he see? What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. What did you see? Well, what did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? Yeah, like, tell us, dude. He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was a Max you saw flying? I am absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick. Shit, man. Shit, boy. Well, talk to us more about Regina. It doesn't seem like he likes her very much. And I'll be honest, like, I'm not a fan of her either. But, like, I don't know, like, Regina. She's cool, isn't she? And can you believe such a cute girl is an animal tamer? Goddamn! Look at that look. Look at his face. It seems animals are not the only thing she tames. Huh? Max, the ringmaster, Ben. She's got them all under her thumb. What do you mean by that? Maybe I went a bit overboard. It's just Regina's innocence. She was incredibly sheltered as a child. I'd say it seems that way. Acro, you're really blaming a child, huh? That's why she could be so cruel. What? Regina is just like the animals she claims to tame. She's innocent, thus she could be cruel. I wonder what happened between Acro and Regina. Damn, son. Oh, I mean, I don't think there's anything else that we could do. I don't know. Let's see if maybe we could talk to the other people about him and Regina. Like, maybe other people know about it. But I don't think they would know about it, but I don't know. Grrr. I've got a bad feeling about this. Grrr. Oh, there's the tiger. There's the tiger, everyone. Yeah! Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be filet of phoenix. Stay! Stay! Heal! There's our Disney princess, our 80s shoujo heroine. Oh, Maya! Nick! It's you guys! I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake. Mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? Money? It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was! I love my dad so much! I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. Yeah, she really doesn't. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become the star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. Like, it really is, but that's something you definitely tell a kid. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Is she a mind reader? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so? Yeah, you will. I think. I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Just to go back and clear something up, why'd you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Okay, so it doesn't matter what we answer, I guess, but alright, we'll get it for her. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. Yay! You're really gonna do it? I mean, I guess. Okay, well maybe Regina knows something about this note. Obviously, Acro wouldn't know because he's not able to go to the... Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it It was there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realize the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? Wait, what? I did! I stuck it up there! How'd you know? Huh. So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. That is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Huh. Maybe Mo knows more. Maybe... Yeah, I think Mo would know because I don't think the other people would know about it. Right? Like, they're just focused on their routine and... Maybe... I don't know. Let's see. Mo's not here. What's that? What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Oh, it's money. Nick, it's money. That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey attorney style. We're making him act like a monkey. Yikes! Wah! I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, you... I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. Phoenix? What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Okay, Phoenix, we're gonna have to fight. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. It's not my size at all. We're gonna square up on Feeny. Well, now that we found it, we can go back. Oh yeah, that's right. We were trying to get her shit. My bad. No, that's not what I wanted. That's what I was gonna give her back her costume. Here you go, Regina. Yay! Thank you! You really got it back for me! Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. Blush. He's blushing. Well, I guess if a cute girl like that is dotes on you no matter what, but don't be weird, Phoenix. No wonder guys smoke too much in front of this girl. Hey, Regina! That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. Let's talk about Leon. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth. You know, Uh-huh, uh-huh. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Wait, you put your head in a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Regina? Regina, come on. Anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. F in the chat for Leon. He was a sassy, a very sassy kitty. Leon. Leon. Do you think, actually, let me see if Mo knows something about what happened. Something smells fantastic. So we know that it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers. Eat your burgers, Apollo. Hello. Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here. And those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. The Burger Meister Burger. And if anybody gets that reference, heyo, finger guns. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. Oh my god, Mo is crusty is Mr. Krabs. They are absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you to hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. God, I wish that were me. Right? Burgers sound so good right now. Anyways, hello, if you're new to the stream, we are playing the rest of the case of Turnabout Big Top. We are gonna finish the rest of the case today. So sit back, relax, feel free to follow, feel free to subscribe. The more followers and subscribes I have, the more I stream. Yay! And feel free to chat too, because, you know, I love talking to you guys. I really do. God. I don't know what I want more, pizza or burgers. God, why not both? God. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you gonna do? That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone left Russell. You heard Agro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a lot. He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Agro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. Damn. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. I was gonna say, like, is it gonna become Mr. Krabs? Mr. Krabs. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Mo. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know. The tragedy? No. What is he talking about? Get over it, huh? Hello? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all. He must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Correctamundo. Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean, no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? Just the way you say, if everyone can get over the tragedy, seemed a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo? I'm right, aren't I? Hello? So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break! Us old men have accidents! I wear big pants for a reason! What? 6 months ago, eh? Well, let's check. Let me see. Well, we got the Leon. We got. Hey, maybe this has something to do with it. Let's get our Megatama going. Get over it. Mo, please tell us about what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus? Okay. There's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there! Some juicy burgers! Let's eat instead! Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Discord voice acting? No. Funky eel, it's just me. Anyways, welcome to my stream. I'm just vibing. The Discord link is just a link to my Discord. That's all it is. Oh, excuse me. Mo, you said something about an accident? This wouldn't happen to be the cause of the accident, would it? Well, we did just hear about the lion getting shot, so... I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you... Well, there goes one. I told him so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? There's only one other person who'd be, like, really fucking bitter. Understandably bitter. Damn, he's only 26 years old? Ken Dingling. That's quite a name. It must have been Acro, right? How'd you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please, tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. That was pretty simple. It's just like you said, you know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How's he related to Acro? He's his brother. Brother? Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut out together in their prime. Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. So the Ringling brothers, yeah, exactly, Ash. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. How old was he? I must know. Hello? 22. He's 22 years old, y'all. 22! She's 16! Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why'd he do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. Goddamn. No. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. Smiling? You know what? Maybe it's a good thing people are dying and getting injured and being thrown in jail for trying to pursue this girl. Yeah. He? You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. But her dad, like, didn't deserve it. Nobody deserved this. Like, yeah, it's questionable that, I mean, it's more than questionable that, you know, a fucking 22-year-old's going after a 16-year-old, but never should have happened. I feel like this could have been avoided. I mean, yeah, maybe if he didn't fall in love with a 16-year-old in the first place. Yeah. I'm not apologizing, just so you know. I'm just saying, like, these tragic events should have never happened in the first place if they just relaxed and hired more female performers. Some sick grin. No way! That's impossible! A smirking lion? A flying murderer? Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Yeah, no kidding. Nick, can lions smile? I don't think they can. We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I have to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you do have some pepper. Shaka, 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 shaka. Oh, hold on. I think I got the right sound effect. It's water, but... There, hopefully you guys can hear that. There he goes again, acting like his normal, crazy self. Achoo! Burgers, I know. Like I said, now I'm just like, I don't know what I want. Do I want pizza? Do I want a burger? Why can't I have both? Nice. What a wonderful sneeze. Man, I wish I could actually sneeze on cue, because that would have been perfect. Huh? You think so? You sneeze with pepper and a sniff on a banana peel. That's basic clownmanship. Girlie, I know you gotta understand that. Nick, I think I make a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cute sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does! Bat will always tease her with pepper. But bats? From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. Well, you're right. It is from your point of view, and you're wrong on that, Mo. He's fucking 22 years old. They looked perfect together, huh? Why did they have to make him 22? If they had made him at least like 17 or something, that would have been more normal. And I feel like... Why 22 though? That's so creepy. Ugh. Well, I think we have enough. I think we have more than enough to unlock his shit. So let's go there. Alright, Acro. Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see. Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, was that someone else? We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows what we know. Well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Oh boy. Here we go. Let's get his locks down. I kind of feel like it's kind of fucked up when you think about it too, because it's like all he said was, yeah, I got into an accident. And normally that would be like, most normal people would be like, yeah, okay. And I get that Phoenix is like, there has to be a connection, especially since it happened so like recently, comparatively. But like, I feel like it's kind of fucked up to try to dig into like why this particular, like why he's in a wheelchair. I get it, but it's just like this whole case is just, there's a reason why not a lot of people like this case. Or like, well, I guess there's multiple reasons now, I guess. Okay, let me say that again. There are definitely reasons why people don't like this case, and all of them are valid. And if this happens to be one of your favorite cases, that's cool. You're just as valid too. I'm just saying that at least from what I could tell, not a lot of people like this case. For hopefully obvious reasons. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he had no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of you? No, it's Leon, right? Because if his brother got chomped on, you bet your sweet Bippy he's going after this lion. He's gonna fight a fucking lion to save his bro. Leon, 6 months ago you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. There goes one. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked? By a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I am no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. Yeah, see? Like, Beanie knows what's up. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. And that's what I just said. You gotta fight your bro. Fight for your bro. But it was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. There goes another one. No, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That was where he slipped. And that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident. Together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last sight lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault? Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Well, who else? Regina. Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she is cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. Ha ha ha. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. He really does. And I kind of don't blame him. Like, I really don't. Because they're doing stupid shit. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Don't! Maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it up for Regina all along. Evidence... Yeah, the note, because he put it in her pocket. This... Where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed that it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. We did it, chat. We unlocked his Cyclops. Also, hello if you're new. My name is Lily, and we are playing the rest of the Very Big Top. So let's get to the root of the matter. And if you enjoy my content, feel free to follow, feel free to chat, and enjoy my silly voice acting. My legs were injured by Leon. Just in time for dinner meats. Nice. Go get the dinner meats. 6 months ago, my younger brother Bat had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I could put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane! Didn't he know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too, but that lion was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon chopped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. Yeah, those birds. Those birds. This man is a Disney princess. Yes, he is. Although he hates the local princess. Because they were daring each other. And, I don't know. As luck would have it, the lion bit down on his brother's neck, and his younger brother is in a coma. And that's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina, they were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. This scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh! When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick! I know, Mo said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Oh, it's Franziska. Miss Valkarma? I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've sent a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more in the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro. Let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Well, there they go. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Well, at least she didn't tase them like Manfred did. Yeah, fuck Manfred. Like, fuck him. Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. Alright. We're gonna save, just in case, because it's always good to save. Alrighty. Alright. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of the audience. I'm working up to it. Teehee. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina! Oh, Regina is here. How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different. Don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. Hey, everybody. Let's get ready to get stuck in Lingo Limbo. How low can you go? Oh, God, no. No. Mo. Top of the morning to ya, governor. Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attack in the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets to worm, but then again, worms like higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my. Thanks. So, how are you today, right? Well, I've got a feeling that today I'm gonna face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you gonna do then, Nick? Worm. Tonight's dinner meats are the crab cakes. Nice! Crab cakes? I'm actually not that big of a fan of crab cakes, but that sounds delicious, Ash. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you guys are relaxed and comfy and enjoying this too. If you have not already, slam that follow button. I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today, we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. What does he mean by that? Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma. You may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or should I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Order, order! I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this provision, we are not prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor Gumshoe. Exactly, Phoenix. Poor Gumshoe. Very well. Please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Alright, here it is. He got more birds? Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berry Big Circus. Where were you on the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see that the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. So what, are they saying that he climbed up the roof or something? Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? Of course we do! In the words of Miss Von Karma's, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There is no way that actually happened. Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination. Alrighty. So, how does he know that it was Max? Like, that's my question. Okay. Around that time, alright, then if you lose. But you only saw him from behind, so how do you know it was him? That's my question. The light in your room was turned off by then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my room. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. So, assuming that, then how do you know it's Max? Like, it could have been somebody else. Also, hello if you're new to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We're finishing up the case of the Big Top Turnabout. Feel free to chat, feel free to follow, feel free to subscribe. The more you do, the more I do this, and the more fun and comfiness we have. So enjoy my voice, my wonderful voice acting. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with this latest bit of testimony. Well, there's always a contradiction in these things. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. Wait! Or I bluffed? But like, how did he know that it was Max's hat? It could have been anybody's hat, right? If there's a contradiction, then prove it with the evidence. Yeah, so... she's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Yes! Present. Because also remember that the hat fell off, was at the scene of the crime as well. So it's like, did he really see it, or was he just hallucinating? You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat. Right? No, it's Max. Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? Oh, come on, G, come on. No. This is the handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order, order. As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to pack it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in his court today? He has a grudge against Max? No. Acro was not dreaming. He was clearly awake. Well, the only choice is he was the real culprit. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned. You have seemed to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He is staying rather calm and collected. Is this bird attacking Beanie? Ash, take a look at this shit. Mr. Dingley, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Get his ass. Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up for myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things? See? Even a snippet of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Why are you picking on the disabled, you heartless crew, man? Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got the doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well? I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Of course he didn't. No. Now then, this must mean when we get to hear the name of the mysterious accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There is no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order! What the? Why are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm gonna have to prove it all. Now I'm gonna have to prove it how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? Well, where else? He would be... So, the theory... I'm thinking... Somehow, someway, he had managed to throw the thing at Russell's head, which caused him to knock out, because even at 3 feet, even if you throw something at 3 feet like that, especially if it's like heavy or something, especially if it's heavy, and you saw all kinds of shit that he had in his room, he could really kill someone. So it's very, very possible that obviously he can't go anywhere else. He's in his room. Unfortunately, he's handicapped. He's in a wheelchair, so it's his room. That's the only place he could be. He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room? Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there could be only one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. But, are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it. He's just like, yeah, no. No, but there's no way. There has to be a... Wait. Hold on a second. The bust. Where's the bust? Oh no, do we not have it? No, that's right, but look how heavy. Like, can you imagine how heavy this thing is? Oh no, he did it. He did it. He did it. Oh no, he must have done it. Oh no. He's such a charming guy too. Like that's what. But this case kind of fucks me up too. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he can go to the scene or be the killer. No, we know how he could have done it. You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Bo said that he saw Max, didn't he? He's floating. He's floating. But it's not Max. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right. I can't mess this up here. I've gotta give this some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he did it while he was in his room. Ooh, excuse me. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingley committed the crime. So we can present evidence, because remember the bust. I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingley use to commit the crime of the murder against Russell Berry? Well, what else? Look at this thing. This thing is huge. Those big titties. What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Yeah, so regardless of how, if this was anything else, if it was like maybe if it was something lighter, then he wouldn't have been able to do it. But because the bust is as heavy as it is, yeah, you bet your sweet Bippy that's gonna kill someone, no matter how far you drop that shit. Ah! See? That's how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galacticus. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galacticus' ample bust. Did he have to say it like this? Fucking Beanie. He's thinking about them titties. Order, order! So you're saying that the bust fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wield a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. That's true. That's also something to consider. A guy like that, if you're an acrobat, you have to do not even just lower body workout, but upper body. You need to be strong. Mr. Dingley, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. You can't run away from things like... Ow! I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to the case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a rouse to stop for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. This queen right here. Thank you. That woman will sink to any load to win a case. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would have been unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? Oh, now you're teasing us, huh? I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift a bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. I don't know. If it was really impossible... Wait, I got an idea. Y'all. Let's see. No! There is a way, because remember? What? Oh, I passed it. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. You are silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. Right, the wooden box. That's what I'm thinking about. But I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm guessing, like, maybe he can only, like, lift his head enough to see it from there. And maybe he didn't need to know where the ringmaster was in order to drop it. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. So he must have gone... Because I'm assuming they're going to have an elevator. Because this man needs to come down eventually for, like, hospital visits and such, and checkups and such. So he needed a way to get down, right? Like, he wouldn't eventually need to go down. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean... If the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it would miss the head of the victim. No! That's right. But then why would he need to... I guess if... he need to lift the box? Like, it's possible that he marked it in a way where he's like, alright, assuming somebody's there, I'm gonna do this and it's gonna project, man. Well, I guess in order to be an acrobat, you kind of have to be good at geometry and that shit. Order, order, order! This is unbelievable! Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going. What did you miss? You had to go walk the dog? Well, we're accusing Acro of committing murder. And we're trying to figure out how. But we're saying that the box, or he placed the box, and if someone lifts it up or something, then that's where he would know where to strike. Because he couldn't walk and look over the window to see who it is. Now I just gotta keep going. And there's only one way to go from here. Forward. Also say hi to your doggy. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the sea? That is a good question. I'm trying to think, who would do that? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix Wright! Ow! 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 The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted that box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. It was the weight of the box! No, it wasn't the weight. Not the weight. That is not very special. It's the size, because it's giant. It's a giant-ass box. The box was a remarkable size. Size? Exactly! I think you could tell from the picture that the wooden box was very large. To lift up, one would have to be required to squat. Meaning that one would have to have taken it up in both arms, right? Moreover, the box is quite heavy. It weighs in the neighborhood of 20 pounds. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be approximately the same place. Fool! He's like, I don't give a shit. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you have to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? Yes, we remember. It's in the cafeteria. Of course I remember. It was on the top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. Oh, yeah, shit, that's true. What the fuck? That means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? No! No, you know what? You see, Mr. Phoenix, right? Explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Maybe an unwilling one. Wait! Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here, but this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? Well, yeah, see? A monkey who takes care of Acro. So most like, maybe the monkey didn't like. Maybe it's not like, I don't think it's one of those things where it's like he told the monkey to get it. I think it just happened to be there by chance. So let's go for it. A monkey? Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist this morning. So, are you saying the witness had the monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they are made out of platinum, which is very shiny. Acro? Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order, order! I said order! Miss Von Karma! Where is the bus in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used to as the weapon. Something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait! Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! She really just yelled out moron. Oh my god, Francisca. Mr. Wright's arguments was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There is no denying that. Ow! Don't be so bamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Wright, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know. Hello? You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah! There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? Well, actually, you know who he probably saw? He probably saw... Because remember, Russell was wearing Max's clothes, or his cloak, so for all he knows, that could have been him. What's this supposed to mean? Yes, what is this supposed to mean? Do you mind explaining that to me as well? You're getting barraged with questions, Nick. Why is that? It's because you're on the wrong track! Oh, my bad. Oh. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. Oh, no, I was wrong. No, I'm on the right track. I just had a moment. I'm not reading all that again. You know what they saw? They saw the bust. They saw the bust. he saw Max's Ow! I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man itself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off of the cars in the bus's hand. Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? The question of the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree? Don't! He caught me! So let's have it. Let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? Oh, I think now I can say. Because you know what? You know what could have happened? Because when it hit Russell, maybe, just maybe, it actually fell on the bust. Like the cloak fell on the bust, and because the hat is obviously attached to the bust, there was no need for it. So that's why they're saying there was confusion over the location of the hat. So it has to be Russell. Him? You are saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. I mean, the victim himself placed the cloak on the bus? Placed the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself! Nick, do you really have a handle on all this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I could paint anyways. Alright. So, you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Oof. 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 That's oof. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bus hit the victim. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Like most likely it hit it, and then it got caught onto the bus, and because the hats. You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, that this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. But the impact of the bust on the victim drew the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, Having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bus being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. In his wheelchair, rather. So he just kept holding up the bust. Or he just kept pulling the bust up, yeah. And that's what gave the illusion of flying. Because Mo wouldn't be able to see the rope. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the night sky came to be. Ugh. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from the above crime scene. Acro, it could have only have been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So? What now? You graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Huh? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness's account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay then, you said and get out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs up your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. No, not the map. Actually, let me check something out. Let me see. What is this? Wait. Oh, I was gonna do it. If it was wrong, woo, that would have been bad. No, because see, that was his whole shtick. Actually, and I just realized that Max is wearing fucking platform heels. What the fuck, Max? Yeah. So, it has to be this. The problem is Max's three symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the red roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were two contradictions in Mo's testimony. What a look! Classic, it's classic Ash. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of those contradictions. You fool! Do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday? He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bus, and he couldn't see the roses because the cloak was even if the bust had roses, he couldn't see it because it's covered up by the cloak. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, that he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one. But what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in the court. He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest on that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. Because it was opposite. It's opposite day, man. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please, recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. It would not, he would not have been able to see it. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, It means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Ah! Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Order! Order! Oof. This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Oh shit, they're too comfortable. This isn't good. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Man, you want to be this chill with birds. One day, Ash. One day, Ash, it will be possible. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. That's right. Oh, shit. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this will kill the ringmaster. No. Wait, but if he needed the box, then he wouldn't have no— Oh, wait, I got an idea. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Aku's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Whew. That's a lot. Always save. You never know what could happen. Okay, so let's go. Let's do this. Oh, thank you for the points, Ash. Go ahead. I got my water and I'm gonna hydrate. Okay. I got my water. I can't believe it. Aggro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Ahem. Aggro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst, psst. But I'm nothing but a literal nobody, you know? But you're not. Which is kind of the reason why. Hey, pal! You're gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Detective Gumshoe. Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, Detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective? Ho, well, if you insist. Now, how about that evidence you mentioned? What is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yep, and I included it in forensic results. Wait. Yep, and I included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on the need-to-know business, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up to now has gone according to our plan. I don't know. This Von Karma doesn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. Well, there goes Gumshoe. What did he mean by that? The very end part. I'm not sure. Gumshoe, that sounds so sinister. My god. You know our Gumshoe is very, very dramatic. I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Ah, don't scare me like that. It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? For him? Hello? Very strange. I don't know what's going on. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We gotta do this. Maybe dairy though. Man, he might be lactose intolerant. His bones are gonna be so strong, right? Well, it has to be strong if he's doing all of this. Anyways, hello. Welcome to my stream. My name is Lily, and I think we're in the last trial for this episode, and then we'll be done with this case. So sit back, relax, feel free to chat, feel free to follow, feel free to subscribe, and that opens up more emotes, more fun for you guys, so feel free to join, feel free to comment. No trolling though, I will ban you. Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Aqua's testimony, starting with his relationship with the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Aqua would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want to answer to. Oh no, is he lactose intolerant? Well. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russellberry, took us in. I became an acrobat around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you've heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Aqua will kill the man he held in such esteem. You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. But honestly, you can't really question that because I have a theory. A game theory. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. So no, we're actually not going to question him this time around. There's no need to examine this witness. What's that? Why was the ringmaster murdered? There's no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I know the answer already. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro will want the ringmaster dead? We can't provide one. There's no reason. There's literally no reason. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, The reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against his witness, did you not? I believe this is the real killer of Russell Berry. Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things. Acro, you didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Dun dun dun. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? What? Order, order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Alright, that's it. Someone whip out their phone, we got some police brutality here. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court? Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Yes. Yes. Because there's only one person that he hates in this entire circus, and I just realized it. Boom, baby. Regina Berry? This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited, leading question. He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough. Mr. Wright, allow me to... Yow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Damn, Francisca. Go hard or go home, right? Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro will want to kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl. Oh, we got proof, alright. There we go. Don't forget, he put in that note in her pocket. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Order, order, order! Mr. Ray, this little theory of yours is the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. It's not a game theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note? That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today. Lifting that bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out of the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bus fly. Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. Yeah, that's true. I hope Regina can handle it. If you care about this case at all, prepare to have some feels. Acro wrote this note to Regina. Foolishly foolish fool, with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish, even if you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if that note was meant for Regina Berry, then it would mean that... Actually, I forgot to check something. That scarf stain and a small quantity of pepper. Pepper? Hold on. Contains... Oh, shit. Oh no. This note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded on the note? Oh boy. The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago. And now I am more than ready to show this court exactly what happened at that time. Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us all about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know, I certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is gonna think I'm bluffing. Well, we kinda are, but no, actually no, we're not bluffing this time. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually this. Achoo! 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 Ow! What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So, what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina's very intended victim? Well, his brother, Bat. Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him? Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bitten by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. Lion? Regina? I mean, Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position has ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now, what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Well, the thing about it is, too, is that you also got to consider it may have been an accident, but obviously Acro doesn't feel it, doesn't see it that way. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? It was more than that. It was more than that. It was absolutely more than that. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. I mean, you're right, technically, but... yeah, exactly. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being. But Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat. So, the scarf. That's just a scarf, Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who was the one that gave the scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina. There is something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. And why might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Peppa. Excuse me. Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Yeah, when you say it out loud like that, it doesn't make sense, but... hey, what's with the silent treatment? Well, there goes the bird getting his ass again, Ash. Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Good birdie. Why do you hate Phoenix so much? He does nothing wrong. Where's the crime in that? It still seems like the judge still just doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bitten by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard them smiling. However, listen, your love for birds is stronger than ever, and I guess your love for this queen here too is stronger than ever. It's stronger than anything else too, right? Lion sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. How potent is this fucking pepper? Holy shit. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. Game over. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? You fool! Yeah. It's a fucking... you gotta be kidding me! What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot. It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think, there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. This accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro... You don't mean... You can't mean... Witness? Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty for murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's even an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? Well, he's getting his ass again. You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon. The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. But if we didn't see it in the cafeteria or any other parts of the circus... Wait a minute. Because remember, Acro pulled it up. And there's just no way a smart guy like him is going to leave a bust with covered in blood, like, just anywhere in the fucking room where people come in and out, especially like the cops and a fucking prosecutor even. The bust. Nick, you've got to do something. This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Maybe we can infer, but it is possible that maybe he did hide it in his room. So let's request this. The defense requests to search the room of the witness, Ken Dingling. What is it now? It looks like you still haven't figured things out yet, have you? By now, you must know the meaning of Von Karma Total Justice. You mean... A Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We've already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put the point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon was still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright. So if it's not in his room, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Right? The poor lion got shot for sneezing, but like, it's so upsetting. Also, welcome to the stream. We're wrapping up the rest of this case, so make sure you enjoy my wonderful voice acting. Put your feet up, chat, and relax. And follow and subscribe. Just wait a second. Something's funny about this. Put the monkey on the stand. Well, I don't see why not, since we fucking cross-witnessed a parrot before. It looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin. But, what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Ugh. Do something, Nick! Don't let this case slip away! The bust... Where is it now? Where is the bust right now? You're the Phoenix, right? You know where the bust is? I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? No, there is a way. There is a way. Damn it, no! Don't close it. Don't declare nothing. It seems this case is coming to a close. No, we're not done yet. Judge, Achi. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short. No! Thank you for your support. Ack! I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings to an end the cross-examination of this witness. No! Hold it! Oh, who this? Hello? Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. Huh? What? We need time to do what? Ow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your age, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. And she finger guns out the courtroom. Hey, wait. You can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Very well. The defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking on the tide of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim. The only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now? It's in this courtroom. It has to be in the courtroom. There's just no way it's anywhere else. It's obvious. The bust is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. Definitely not on the judge's bench. Definitely not the prosecution or the prosecutor. There's only one way. The witness stand. Acro. I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off of your wheelchair? I'm sorry. I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Exactly! So he hid it where nobody would ever dare to think to look. Which is why you had to hide it. And the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. Hello? You fool! How could you? You got me. I've been back very real pro. Actually, 2 of them. 2 of them? Miss Francisca von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search of my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust... Obviously, I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. I mean, she really is incredible. There's no doubt about that. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me? Make a mistake? Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. No, but it was still wise. Francisca, don't beat yourself up, Queen. It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro? Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. Yeah, this is a really, really tough case. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely, that she would laugh innocently when saying it. That she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it. No matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. Well, and murder. You're guilty of that. Yeah, you're right. How dreadful. So are you saying that you're a victim in all of this as well? No, that's not what I mean. Hello? I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd killed myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. Yeah, no kidding, to say the least. I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me. Again! I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I like to declare my verdict. Not guilty. This is so bittersweet. Like, again, this court is adjourned. I think what fucks me up most about this case was one. Regina was extremely, and I mean extremely sheltered. And I guess you also kind of have to see it in Acro's point of view as well. Because he said it himself. He and his brother were abandoned by their parents. And Mr. Russellberry took him in. And I guess as a way to kind of pay back for all that, they became acrobats. Alright, cool. But then for this girl to just kind of like put him in a coma, even if it was an accident, to him that may as well be murder. And for the fact that in his eyes she's prancing around going, a star, a star, a star. You can imagine how frustrated he would get. Like, after all, like, he became an acrobat at 9 years old. That's incredible. So I really, like, it's hard not to, it's hard to, cause I can imagine that Bat was just fucking around. Again, this ages thing, aside, the age thing aside, it's really incredible how innocent Regina is. Like, it's how she doesn't really understand a lot of the implications of what's going on. And I think her father failed her in this way. And I think that because the accident was all hush-hush, Regina didn't actually face any consequences for what happened. Because at the end of the day, it is her fault. She did put pepper on the scarf. Even if she didn't realize that Leon was gonna sneeze and bite down on him like that, and even attack Acro like that, that is still her responsibility, especially as an animal tamer. Like, and I think for me, that's when I realized how actually much I disliked Regina. Like, I really dislike her a lot. And I feel like, Mo is doing his best to kind of wake her up to the reality of this world and how cruel it is and that actions have consequences. And I think, and again, I think the biggest thing is that Russell failed her. He failed to give her consequences. Besides shooting the lion, that's something he had to, do anyway, because at the end of the day, Leon still attacked technically he attacked two members of the circus, of his staff, of his people, and better yet, these guys that he may as well have raised on his own. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a bittersweet case. It really is. Tell me what you think, chat. Do you think this case is very bittersweet? Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about it. Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only at max. 1,000,000 of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? Oh no. Mo's gonna say vibin', isn't he? No, don't kill the joke. We're just thinking about Acro. No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy. Huh? She's been like this for a while now. It's all my fault. Sweetie pie. That Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up. Regina. Acro says something right at the end. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean that Acro is gonna try to get his revenge on me? Of course he is. No, that's fucked up. Girlie, he tried to get revenge on you. No, he's fine. He's not gonna do all that. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You're really sure? I can't believe that. Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Huh? I want to know you're not just picking up all that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge. At the end of the day, though, she's still a child. You can't really be too mad. Because at the end of the day, they both care very much for Bat. It's just, this case is very frustrating, at least from my part, because, like I said, all the problems I said about Regina and Acro's. But I do like the fact that Acro was just like, you know what, this girlie. And again, I think the person that should have, like, really taken real responsible was Regina. I think she should have, like, faced some real consequences to kind of stop that. And I get it. I get why Russell did that. Like, it's very I feel like, you know, even though this case is not one that a lot of people liked, I still actually think that this is, like, I guess, you know, for all intents and purposes, this case is probably one of the most realistic cases out there. Only in terms of crimes happen because of emotions. And I really feel that, like, this was a crime of passion. So, yeah. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. But... That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know? I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught... Uh-huh. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes. And then until he can meet Acro again. That's so sweet of you, Regina. I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? Well, I'm sorry about what happened. So, whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I made a decision. What is it? I've decided I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus in the world has ever seen? Don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yay! I can't wait. And then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max, let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. I can't believe the clown got character development. Well, you know, honestly, I don't think Mo is a bad guy at heart. I think he's just corny. Like, he's very corny. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think I brought you to Cart today? We got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. No. This is the circus's tower moment, I'll put it that way. Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry. Max? Nick? It seems like everything's gonna turn out alright here. I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order a special whoopee cushion seats. Oh, yeah, he says very corny. Hello? I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory, a game theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Hello? Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Hello? It was sweet, of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Hello? Oh, there's Francisca on the cover. I never realized. Yeah, he's alive! Ah! And so, that's it for this case. Why does it do this? So, looks like we are done. Still wearing his dumb cravat. Yes. That is it for Phoenix Wright. Justice for all, turnabout, big top. Like I said, this case has always been like a lot of fans weren't they were not happy about this case. Like, honestly, like I said, I don't really blame them. There's a lot, like, especially back then when the internet was a lot more wild and a lot more issues had not been tackled yet or talked about as much. A lot of people did not like Regina. A lot of people did not like how she kind of, like I said before, with all the fact that Russell did not, like, for the fact that they covered it up, the accident or what happened to both Acro and Bat, that I think that's what probably pissed him off the most. Was that, because that's one thing he said that I picked up, that he said, you know, finally there's someone out there who respects the case, or respects this accident. And that makes me think, like, damn, I feel like it's more than just the fact that his brother was in an accident. It was more of the fact, too, that he will probably never be able to walk the tightrope again. He will never perform as an acrobat ever again. And that will fuck anybody up, especially if that, you know, if that guy has been a fucking acrobat since he was 9 years old, and he's 26 as of that case. So, like, I mean, what do you guys think? Like, what do you guys think of this case? I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of, like, save this, and then I want to hear your thoughts. I want to, not hear, I want to read your thoughts. So tell me, what do you guys think of it? Okay. So here's a quick preview of what's gonna happen. Hello? Well. Hello? I can't get out! I'm stuck! Even if he did kill a guy, Acro made a point. Let me get out! I love Saipan. But that is for next week. Until then, thank you guys so much. Have a great night. I love you all. Make sure you make sure you wear your mask and you're still social distancing even if you are vaccinated. So, yeah. Anyways, I love you. Take care. Bye. And also follow and subscribe. Ah!